Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Kimberlee Bethany Bonura. In this series, we'll be practicing yoga and exercise, breath and meditation, stress management, and self-care. You can find me on the web at www.drkimberleebonura.com and on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Dr. Kimberlee Bonura. Remember, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. By continuing with the video, you, the viewer, are agreeing to and accepting the terms of the following waiver of liability. You acknowledge the following. I understand that the materials provided, including yoga and meditation, include physical activity, and, as with all physical activity, there is the risk of injury of varying types and degrees, which risk cannot be entirely eliminated. If I experience any pain or discomfort, I agree that I will discontinue the activity. I assume full responsibility for any and all damages which may be incurred as a result of my watching and/or participating in this video. I understand that the materials provided, including yoga and meditation, are not a substitute for medical attention, examination, diagnosis, or treatment, nor are they recommended or safe under certain medical conditions. I understand that I am advised to have a physician verify the status of my health and physical condition as sufficient to allow me to participate in the activities provided by the program. I also affirm that I alone am responsible to decide whether to practice with this video, and my participation is at my own risk. I agree to irrevocably release and waive any claims that I have now or may have hereafter against Kimberlee Bethany Bonura, LLC, and its instructors, content creators, and any employees or affiliates. I have read and fully understand and agree to the above terms of this liability waiver agreement. I understand that my watching of this video serves as my consent to this waiver, and to complete an unconditional release of all liability to the greatest extent allowed by law.
Thank you for joining me to practice pelvic yoga. We'll begin in simple sitting. Come into a comfortable cross-legged position, sitting on the floor. Your hands are open on your thighs, your chest is lifted, spine nice and tall and open. And just close your eyes. Come into your breath. With each inhalation, breathe in a sense of health and well-being. With each exhalation, release any stress, clear away any tension. Come into a calm, quiet space. We close our eyes to remind us that yoga is a personal practice. There's no competition, no comparison. It's just you and your body, you and your breath, becoming more whole, becoming more peaceful. Breathe well-being into your body. Breathe in health and energy. Bring your energy down to your pelvic floor, bringing your awareness down into that space. And we'll review the different types of pelvic floor exercises which we will be using today in our pelvic yoga practice. We'll begin with a standard Kegel exercise. Find your energy in your pelvic floor, and then, as if you're suppressing gas or holding back urine, use those internal muscles and squeeze them in, lifting up with your pelvic floor. It's as if you're pulling all of your energy up from your root, up from your base, channeling it up your spine, and hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Let it relax for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very important that we always relax as much as we strengthen to create balance within the body. Let's try a regular Kegel one more time. Find your energy at your pelvic floor, and then as if you're suppressing gas, pull that energy up, squeezing internal muscles, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. In yoga theory, Kegels are called root lock. Energetically, as you pull those internal muscles up, you take all that excess energy from our sexuality and you bring it up your spine, bringing more energy into your heart for love, into your throat for clear speech, and into your third eye center for clear vision. Let's try a long hold now. Find your energy at your pelvic floor and lift it up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Remember that you always must relax as much as you strengthen. And you needn't worry that taking that sexual energy up the spine will remove your sense of sexuality. Actually, by strengthening your pelvic floor muscles, you can improve your sexuality and your sex life. You can prevent problems with incontinence. And you can strengthen the pelvic floor to improve your condition during pregnancy and as you go into menopause. Pelvic floor exercises are a wonderful way to enhance your life and enhance your health. Let's take another long hold. Find your energy and then lift it up. Hold it there for 10, 9. While we're holding, we are still breathing. 7, 6, 5. Breathe naturally as you keep your pelvic floor lifted up. Try to keep your belly and your thighs relaxed as you keep your pelvic floor lifted, and then relax, breathing in and out. And let's try a quick flick now. Find your energy at your pelvic floor, and then as quick as the blink of an eye, lift it up, relax, contract, release. Contract, release, twice more. Contract, release. Good. Contract, release, and relax. And then one more exercise to review, the elevator. It's as if your pelvic floor has 4 floors, and you're going to lift it up just barely to the first floor. Get just a little bit of tension and hold it there. A little bit more, pull it up to the second floor. A little bit more up to the third floor. All the way up, full Kegel. Feel the strength of your pelvic floor muscles tightening. And then we're going to take it down in stages. Just a little bit of the tension comes out. Hold 3/4 of your tension. Release it down to half. Release it down to 1/4. And then relax all the way out. Don't be discouraged if you weren't able to find all 4 floors. It takes time to develop pelvic floor control. And now we'll begin integrating the pelvic floor exercises with our yoga practice. Bring your palms together in front of the center of your chest. Namaste position, pressing your fingertips to energize the hands. And inhale, lift your fingertips, lift your gaze, lift your pelvic floor. Reach your entire body up. Opening up your torso, lifting your chest. Keep lifting your pelvic floor. Exhale, release the pelvic floor. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Bring your right hand behind you and twist to look back over your right shoulder. Twists stimulate the digestive system. They open up the abdominal muscles. They're very good for wringing tension out of the torso. Twists are wonderful during your menstrual cycle to encourage release of toxins. Exhale your body back to center. Inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. Lift your pelvic floor up high. Feel all of your energy lifting. Breathe into that. And as you exhale, release your pelvic floor. Bring your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you, twisting to look back over your left shoulder. We always move the body in both directions to cultivate balance and harmony. Exhale back to center. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the pelvic floor, reach the body up again. Feel your pelvic floor lifting up. Feel your fingertips lifting. Exhale, release your pelvic floor, interlace your fingers, lift your palms up to the ceiling, stretching the backs of your wrists. This is a total body workout, so we'll open up the whole body. Exhale, release the hands. Fingers are interlaced now. Take the hands forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart, opening up your back. Breathe into that stretch, feeling your spine open. Release the hands. Inhale, lift the chest and chin forward. Interlace your fingers behind your back and pull your hands away from your body, opening up your front. Breathe into it. Exhale, release. Let's take spinal flexion. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, lift your chest and chin forward. Open up your front. Exhale, roll your spine, tuck your chin in. Inhale, lift the chest and chin, open up the front of your body. Exhale, roll your spine, tuck your chin in. Inhale, lift, open up your front. Exhale, roll, tuck your chin in. Let's add pelvic floor strengthening now. Inhale, lift your chest and chin forward and lift up your pelvic floor. Exhale, roll your spine, release your pelvic floor. Inhale, lift your chest and chin, lift your pelvic floor. Exhale, release the pelvic floor, roll your spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll and release. Inhale, lift everything forward and up. Exhale, roll and release. And again, inhale, lift forward and up. Exhale, roll and release. Once more, inhale, lift forward and up. Exhale, roll and release. Come on up to sitting into a comfortable straight spine. And let's open our arms out wide, bending at the elbow, palms facing forward. And we're going to twist from side to side. This energizes the heart and lungs, and it opens up the waist. When the waist is open and free from tension, we have improved circulation throughout the torso. This is wonderful for energizing yourself first thing in the morning. Breathe into it. Feel yourself twisting from the waist, your chest opening up, your body becoming looser and more comfortable. And then release and come back to center. Bring your hands onto your knees and we're going to roll from the waist. Take your body forward over your legs. And then around to the left and back and around to the right and then forward, making circles. Close your eyes and just flow from your waist. And we'll do quick flicks with this. Whenever you come up, contract your pelvic floor and then release it. As you come up to sitting, contract your pelvic floor, release and continue rolling. Contract, release, and continue rolling. Contract, release. Contract, release, continue rolling. It's very important to learn to use your pelvic floor muscles as you're moving so that you have greater strength and greater control. That's especially important for those of us who are working to prevent incontinence. Next time you reach center, let's take it the other direction, always moving both directions to cultivate balance. As you come up, lift your pelvic floor and release as you roll forward. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. One more time, contract, release. And then come up to sitting. We're going to strengthen our arms. Let's take our arms straight out of our shoulders, palms facing down, strong wrists. Move your arms up and down, just barely, 15 or 20 degrees. We're strengthening the shoulders, toning the upper arms. We're also improving the health of the cardiovascular system. And we're going to add long holds to this. So as you're staying focused on your arms, take some of your energy down to your pelvic floor, lift it up and hold. Keep the arms moving as we hold for 10, 9, 8. Arms are still moving. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Remember to breathe. 2, 1. Release your pelvic floor. Keep your arms moving up and down, creating that strength. We have to relax for as long as we held. And then take your energy to your pelvic floor. Keep your arms moving. Lift your pelvic floor up. Breathe for 10, 9. Holding the pelvic floor. 8. Arms getting stronger as you move them up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your pelvic floor. Keep the arms going just a little longer. Breathe into that. And then exhale. Release your arms. Relax. Let's give ourselves a massage. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Exhale, release. Now lift your pelvic floor as you squeeze your shoulders. Exhale, release the pelvic floor, release the shoulders. Inhale, lift the pelvic floor, lift the shoulders. Exhale, release. Continuing, lift and release. Lift the shoulders, lift the pelvic floor. Exhale, release them both. Inhale, lift them both. Exhale, release them both. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Let your pelvic floor relax as you roll your shoulders forward, opening up your neck. And then roll your shoulders backward. And then relax your shoulders. Take your head forward, tuck your chin all the way into your throat. This is throat lock, stimulating your thyroid gland. It's very good for boosting the metabolism, improving healthy weight. Just breathe into that. Feel your throat being stimulated and energized. And then make that circle around. Unwind your neck. Take gentle head rolls. If you hear cracks and crinkles, that's calcium breaking up, carbon dioxide being released, and we're improving the mobility of your neck. The next time you reach center, let's take it the other direction. And then come on up to center. Now let's take Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose, a wonderful hip opener. Bring the soles of your feet together with your knees spilling open. And we never want to put any weight on our knees. Our knees are very fragile. So we're going to bring our thumbs to the inside arches of our feet and our fingers on top of the feet. Use your hands to open your feet out like a book. And as your feet open, your hips and knees will open on their own. Let the process happen gradually. Never force your body. Have patience. Use your hands to lift your chest forward, opening up your spine. Nice straight spine, lifted chest. And just breathe here. Feel the hips opening up. Feel your inner thigh muscles relaxing and stretching. And breathe into that. Now relax your hands. Bring your fingers to the fronts of your toes. Bring your elbows in front of your shins. And just let your body fold forward. Let your spine roll. Relax down. The hips and knees open gently on their own. And we're going to take a couple of Kegels here. It's going to be harder now because your pelvic floor is spread wide, so you're going to have to work harder to pull it up in as the muscles stretch open. Take all of your energy to your pelvic floor. Remember to breathe as we exercise, and lift your pelvic floor up as if you're suppressing gas. Pull those muscles up inside of you. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Let's take that again. Find your pelvic floor. We're going to do a long hold this time. Lift it up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Good. Now 5 quick flicks. Find your pelvic floor and contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Good. Bring your head back up. Now we're going to come into a squat. Come onto your feet with your toes turned out. Knees are bent and your bottom is down between your calves. You can have your hands on the ground for balance. If you feel stable, you might be able to bring your palms together into prayer position. Breathe here into your squat, feeling your hips open up. This is a wonderful pose to prepare women for childbirth. A lot of native cultures even deliver in this position because of the way that it opens up the pelvic floor. Just breathe here, feeling your pelvic floor muscles stretch and open up, feeling your inner thighs and your hips become more open, more fluid. Breathe in and out. And then release your hands to the floor and come on up to standing in a wide leg forward bend. Turn your toes in slightly, heels are turned out. Bend your knees as much as necessary to be comfortable. Hands are on the floor, and just let your head hang out. No stress, no tension. Let gravity stretch you out. Feel your spine becoming long and open. And just breathe into that forward bend. Feel a sense of openness on your body and your back. Fresh blood coming into your brain. And then knees gently bent. Roll yourself up to standing. Stacking your spine like a slinky, coming up one vertebrae at a time. And then step your feet together. We're going to take mountain pose now. Tadasana. Toes are touching, heels are slightly separated. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your tailbone, and tuck your torso under, bringing your spine into alignment. Then release your hands, roll your shoulders back to open up the chest. Your chin should be tucked in slightly, the back of the neck is long, and we close our eyes. Mountain pose, creating a sense of strength and stability throughout the body. Feel your feet grounding to the earth. Feel the crown of your head lifting up, lengthening your spine. And just breathe into that. Feel strong and stable. Feel balanced. If you waver a little, that's okay. Part of balance is learning to move through and past and out of, but always return to balance and stability. Challenge yourself not to fidget. Challenge your mind not to wander. Stay centered in your body in this moment. And while we're here, we're going to take some Kegels. Keep the rest of your body still as you exercise only your pelvic floor. Be aware of how that affects your energy. We'll start with a regular Kegel. Find your energy. Lift it up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your pelvic floor. Relax it. And then once more, find your pelvic floor, lift it up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let's take a long hold now. Find your energy. Lift it up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Relax your pelvic floor, but keep strong in mountain pose. Mountain pose is a very active posture. You should feel your feet pressing to the floor, the crown of your head lifting, your chest opening, your spine straightening. And another long hold. Find your pelvic floor, lift it up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Just breathe in and out. And now we're going to try the elevator. So find your energy at your pelvic floor. Have faith in your body's ability to build strength. And just lift a tiny bit up, only to the first floor. Now, holding on to that little bit, pull it up a little bit more. Second floor, using half of your potential. And then a little bit more, third floor. Then all the way up, fourth floor. Hold it tight, feel strong. Relax down to third. Relax down to second, holding half the tension. Relax down to first. Release it all the way out. Wherever you are is wonderful. Feel a sense of accomplishment for what you're able to do and a sense of determination to continue building strength. Let's try one more elevator. Find your pelvic floor, lift it up to the first floor, just barely lifting. Then up to the second, all the way up to third, and then full Kegel. Pull it in tight, hold it there. Now let's release down to third, down to second, down to first. Completely relax. Wonderful. Now let's take chair pose. Keep your feet as they are. Bend your knees, take your weight down, tuck your tailbone under and your belly in to keep your back nice and straight. If you're feeling stable, you can bring your hands to your waist. If you're still comfortable, you can lift the arms and the gaze, reaching up with the fingertips. Feel your energy moving in two directions, the gaze and the fingers lifting, the feet pressing down. Feel the belly pulling in, strengthening your abdominal muscles, the bottom tucking under to strengthen the legs and the lower back. Breathe into that. And then inhale, lift up, exhale, release. Let's step the feet hip width apart for a wide leg chair pose. Keep your belly pulled in, your tailbone tucked under, bend your knees, take your weight down. When you're ready, bring your hands to your waist. And if you feel ready, you can lift the fingertips and the gaze, feeling strong. Keep the belly pulled in. Feel your legs becoming stronger. Breathe into your chair. With each inhalation, lifting the fingertips, pressing the feet down. Feel yourself creating strength. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Let's step the feet nice and wide, wider than your yoga mat, toes turned out. Bend your knees, take your weight down. Keep your tailbone tucked under. Breathe into it. If you're ready, hands to the waist. If you'd like to go farther, lift the arms and the gaze. Breathe into your chair. Feel strong, feel stable. And then inhale, lift up, exhale, release. Let's take triangle pose now. Left toes are forward, right toes are turned out. Your heels should be in line and your feet are about one leg length apart, creating an equilateral triangle between your legs and the floor. Bring your left hand to your hip, your right hand to your bottom. Push your hip back and your bottom forward, bringing your pelvis into a flat line. Inhale the arms up, straight out of the shoulders, palms facing down. Exhale out over your right leg. Bring your right hand to your leg, lift up through your left palm. Find a comfortable place for your neck. You can either look up to strengthen your neck or look down to release. Listen to what's comfortable for your body. Breathe into that. Feel strength through your legs and your arms. And then taking all of your energy to your pelvic floor, we're going to take a long hold. Find your energy, lift it up and hold for 10, 9, remember to breathe, 8, 7, feel strong in your triangle, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax your pelvic floor. Inhale, float yourself up to center, take your toes forward, arms out. Close your eyes. This is star pose. Lengthen out through your fingertips, press down through your feet, lift through the crown of your head. Feel your energy expanding out in 5 directions. Feel your chest opening, your feet pressing to the floor. Feel your spine lengthening as your head lifts. And let's take 5 quick flicks here. Find your energy, lift up your pelvic floor, contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, contract, release. Good. Relax the arms. Let's take triangle to the other side. Left toes turned out, right toes forward. Bring your right hand to your hip, left hand to your bottom. Push the right hip back as you push the left side of your bottom forward, bringing your pelvis into a flat line. Inhale the arms up, straight out of the shoulders. Exhale out over your left leg. Bring your left hand to your leg, lift up through your right palm. You can look up to strengthen your neck or look down to release. Listen to what's comfortable to your body and your neck. Remember that this is your practice. Make wise choices based on your body. And let's take a long hold. Find your pelvic floor, lift it up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your pelvic floor. Float up to center, arms out, toes forward. Lift the crown of your head, close your eyes. Feel strong in your star pose. 5 quick flicks. Find your pelvic floor and contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Good. Relax your arms. Breathe for a moment. Find your center. And let's take warrior pose. Turn your right toes out. Left toes are forward. Let's step the left foot back a little bit deeper, widening the stance. And then bend into your right knee, bringing your right knee directly above the ankle. Inhale your arms up, straight out of your shoulders. Focus your gaze over at your right middle fingertip. This is warrior 2. We're creating strength through the arms and the legs, strengthening the entire core of the body. Breathe into it. Keep your gaze focused at your right middle fingertip to focus your mind. Inhale, straighten your right leg, turn your right toes forward, turn your left toes out. Bend into your left knee, bringing the knee directly above the ankle. We're still stretching out through the fingertips. Focus your gaze at your left middle fingertip. Breathe into your warrior. And exhale, relax your arms. Step your feet together. Shake any tension out of your arms and legs. Let's take warrior 1 now. We start with the feet together, and we're going to step the right foot back into a deep stance, left knee directly above the ankle. Listen to your calves and hamstrings for how far back you should step. Keep your torso centered, your hips centered to evenly distribute your weight. Inhale, lift your arms and your gaze. This is warrior 1, strengthening the hips and thighs. Lift up through your fingertips. Breathe into the pose. Feel strong. Feel your fingertips lifting. 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 Feel your finger And then inhale, lift, step your feet together. Exhale, release your arms. Let's take it on the other side. Step your left foot back, bending into the right knee. Right knee directly above the ankle. Again, listen to your legs, listen to your hamstrings. Sweep your arms up, lift your gaze, warrior one. Inhale, lift up, step your feet together. Exhale, release the arms. Let's move to balance poses now, and we'll start with tree. The weight's on the left foot. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left ankle with the right knee turned out. If that feels comfortable, you might be able to bring your right foot up to your calf, or maybe up inside your thigh, just not the knee joint. Knees are very fragile. When you feel stable, bring your palms together in front of the center of your chest. And then when you're ready, you can grow your branches up, lifting the fingertips up to the ceiling. Focus your gaze at one point, focusing your mind to cultivate balance, and breathe into your tree pose. Feel a sense of stability. If you waver or if you drop it, that's okay. Have patience with yourself in the process. And now let's challenge our balance by adding a couple Kegel exercises. Find your pelvic floor. Lift your energy up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And then 5 quick flicks. Find your pelvic floor and contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Contract, release. Good. Relax your arms, relax your foot. Let's take the other side. Bring your weight onto your right foot. The sole of the left foot comes to the right ankle with the knee turned out. If you feel stable, you might be able to bring your left foot up to the calf, or maybe up inside the thigh. Press your foot to your leg and your leg to your foot. That counter pressure will create your sense of stability. When you're ready, hands come to center. And when you're stable, you can grow your tree branches up to the sky. Focus your gaze, breathe. And let's take some challenge here by lifting our pelvic floor up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Release your foot. Release your hands. Beautiful. Let's take stork pose now, bringing the weight onto the left foot. Bend your right knee. If you feel stable, you can take the right foot behind you, holding the foot with your hand. Focus your gaze at one point to maintain your sense of stability. When you're ready, lift your left arm up, reaching up through the left fingertips, pressing down through the left foot. Again, focus your gaze at one point to maintain your balance. Balance poses are a metaphor for life. As we develop stability of our body and our mind in yoga, we can bring that to all aspects of our lives, bringing more balance to our careers, to our relationships, and to our relationships with ourselves. Breathe into your balance pose. If you'd like to take it farther, you can take your left arm forward and stretch back through the right leg, moving into dancer pose. Keep the chest and the gaze lifted. Breathe into it. Exhale, release the leg, release the arm. Let's switch sides. Weight on the right foot now, bend the left knee. If you can comfortably do so, you take the left foot behind you. Focus your gaze for stability. When you're ready, lift the right arm up. Breathe into it. And then moving into dancer, take the arm forward and the leg back. Breathe into that. Exhale, release the leg, release the arm. Good. One more balance pose. Step your feet hip width apart. Inhale up onto your toes. When you're ready, lift your arms up, lifting up through the fingertips, lift your gaze, and just find your balance here. Balancing on the toes is one of the most difficult balances. Find your sense of stability. 5 more deep breaths like this. If you drop your heels, just pick them back up, having patience with the process. Now let's take one Kegel while we're here. Lift your pelvic floor up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your heels, release your arms, release your pelvic floor. Now let's come down onto our hands and knees. With your hands straight under your shoulders, knees straight under your hips. Bring your back into a nice flat plane for tabletop position. From here we'll take cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly down, pull your chest forward, look up. Exhale, roll your spine up like an angry cat, tuck your chin in. Inhale, drop your belly, the back sags like a cow's back, pull your chest and chin forward. Exhale, roll your spine, tuck your chin in. Let's add Kegels into it. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your pelvic floor up. Exhale, roll your spine, release your pelvic floor. Inhale, drop your belly. As your pelvic bones spread, pull the pelvic floor up, creating more strength. Exhale, release your pelvic floor as you roll your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your pelvic floor up. Exhale, roll your spine, release your pelvic floor. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your pelvic floor up. Exhale, roll your spine, release your pelvic floor. Come back to a nice flat back. We're going to do some torso and back stabilizers. Inhale your left foot out behind you, straight out of the hip. And then inhale the right arm out in front of you, stretching out through the fingertips. Focus your gaze at your right middle fingertip. Feel a sense of stability in your body. Breathe into it. Exhale, release the hand, release the knee. Let's switch sides. Take your right foot out behind you. Lift your left arm out in front. Focus your gaze at your left middle fingertip. Exhale, release the left hand, release the right knee. Again, take the left foot out behind you, take the right arm out in front. Stretch out through the right middle fingertip. Focus your gaze at that point. Feel yourself creating strength through your torso. Exhale, release. Take the right foot out behind you, left arm out in front. Focus your vision at your fingernail. Exhale, release. Let's take one set on the same side. Same side is much harder. Have patience with your body. Take your right leg out behind you and then work to lift your right hand off the ground, stretching out through the right fingertips. Focus your gaze. Exhale, release. And then the left leg out behind you. Left arm out in front. Exhale, release. Come back to a nice flat back, hands straight under the shoulders, knees straight under the hips. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Stretch long through your arms, feel your spine lengthening. Step your feet back about 2 inches, widening the stance of your body. Feel length down your spine, stretch down your legs, strengthen your arms. Fingers should be spread wide. Press the entire flat of your palm like a suction cup to the floor. This will help prevent discomfort in your wrists. Let your head relax. You can nod your head yes, and shake your head no, letting go of any tension in the head. Breathe into it. Feel your pelvic floor spreading open, opening up those muscles. And let's take a long hold here. Find your pelvic floor, lift it up and hold for 10, 9, remember to breathe, 8, 7, feel your arms strong, 6, 5, feel your spine long, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax your pelvic floor and let's come to child's pose. Come down onto your knees. Bring your chest onto your thighs. Let your forehead melt to the floor. Relax your hands down beside your hips. And just relax into your child's pose, letting your lower back dissolve. Child's pose is a wonderful position for women. If you have menstrual cramps, try taking child's pose and see if it makes a difference. For pregnant women, doing child's pose with the knees open so that the belly can be down between the thighs. It's a wonderful way to release lower back pain, especially as the baby starts to get heavy and put weight on your sciatic nerve. Child's pose can relieve that discomfort. Just melt to the floor. Feel your whole body relaxing. Feel your back opening up. And then when you're ready, come up and we're going to sit on our knees in rock pose with our bottoms balanced on our heels, shins flat to the ground. And we're going to do stomach pump here. Hands are on the knees. We're going to use diaphragmatic breathing. As you inhale, your diaphragm will drop so that your entire lungs will fill with air and your belly will expand out from the organs of your abdomen and from that air, so your belly will blow out like a balloon. As you exhale, take your belly button all the way back to your spine, get rid of all the breath in your body, and then without breathing, pump your belly back and forth like a fireplace bellows. We're stimulating abdominal health, toning the abdominal muscles. This is wonderful for digestion. And then inhale, breathe deeply, feel your belly expand. Exhale all the way out, belly button back to the spine, get rid of all the breath in your body, and then without breathing, pump it back and forth. Inhale, breathe deeply. Feel your belly expand with air. Exhale all the way out, belly button back to the spine. And then pump your belly back and forth. When you're pumping, you're not breathing. And again, inhale deeply, feel your belly expand. Exhale all the way out, belly button back to the spine. Pump your belly. Doing this 5 times a day can improve your regularity of your digestive system, tone your abdominal muscles, improve your overall health by energizing your body. Once more, inhale deeply. Exhale all the way out, belly button back to the spine. Pump your belly. And exhale, release. Let yourself relax. Now, come lying onto your back and we'll take bridge pose. Your feet should be hip width apart, toes turned out slightly, the knees are bent, feet pressing into the floor. The palms are pressing into the earth beside your hips. You're looking straight up at the ceiling so that the length of the spine is straight to protect the neck. Press into your hands and feet, and as you inhale, lift your hips up to the ceiling. Press them up high, strengthening your lower back. Breathe into that. Exhale, release your hips down. Relax your mind. And again, press into your hands and feet. Inhale, lift your hips up. Remember to breathe. Keep your hips lifting up as high as you can. Exhale, release. Take your hips down. Press the entire length of your spine to the floor. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Relax for a moment. Find your pelvic floor, lift it up into a kegel, and then holding that kegel, lift your hips up. If your pelvic floor tries to drop, keep it pulled up. Feel strong in your kegel. Exhale, relax your hips to the floor, and then relax the kegel out. One more time. Find your pelvic floor, lift it up into a kegel. Lift your hips up, holding the kegel strong. Breathe into that. And then keep the kegel held up as you release your hips down. And then relax your pelvic floor. Good. Let's take yogic bicycle. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head. Knees are bent. Feet are lifted off the floor. Inhale, bring your right elbow to your left knee, stretch out through your right toe. Exhale, bring your knees and head to center. Inhale, take your left elbow to your right knee, stretch out through the left toe. Exhale to center. Inhale, cross. Exhale, 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 center. Cross. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Cross. Center. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Cross. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Cross. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Cross. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Cross. Center. Last set. Inhale. Exhale. Cross. Center. Relax your hands to the floor. Take your toes straight up to the ceiling, straight out of your hips. And then as you exhale, open your feet out wide into a straddle, letting your hips open up, and just hold your body like that, letting gravity open up your hips. Breathe into it. Feel your inner thighs and hips opening up. Feel your legs stretching. Let your pelvic floor be as relaxed as possible so that it gets a good balance of relaxation and stretching for all the strength work that we've done today. And then bring the soles of your feet together on the floor. Your knees spill open. This is Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined cobbler's pose. Let your knees just spill open. Let your hips relax. Close your eyes and just breathe in and out. You've done a lot of pelvic floor work today, so your pelvic floor might be tired. Just breathe into it. Be aware that in the beginning of a pelvic yoga program, the pelvic muscles will tire just like all your other muscles. So have patience with your body in the process. Stretch your right leg out long, bring your left knee into your chest, hugging it into your body. This is wind relieving pose, soothing the digestive system, opening up the lower back. And then stretch the left leg out and hug the right knee into your chest. And then hug both knees into your chest and wrap your arms around your shins and rock gently from side to side. Giving yourself a little massage. Massaging the spine, improving the flow of spinal fluid and improving the circulation up and down the spinal cord. And then stretch your legs out long. Stretch your arms over your head. Lengthen yourself out from fingertip to toe, stretching your torso. And exhale, let's relax into corpse pose. Feet are relaxed, hands are open by your hips, eyes are closed. Just relax. Breathing in and out, feeling a sense of calm and quiet. You've done a wonderful job. You've had strength and focus and balance. And you should feel a sense of accomplishment and self-esteem for the work you've done today. We're going to go into a silent, resting place. Corpse pose, Shavasana, is the death of your yoga practice. This is when your body heals. This is when your mind rests. This is when you absorb all the benefits of yoga. So just let yourself relax into it. Let your body dissolve to the floor. And let yourself enjoy the luxury of silent, peaceful rest. And then very slowly, in your own time, begin coming back into your body by curling your fingers and your toes, opening up the energy in your extremities. Rotate your ankles and your wrists, opening up your limbs. Stretch your arms over your head, lengthening from fingertip to toe, opening up your body. And then relax your arms. And when you're ready, in your own time, roll over onto your right side, resting there for a few moments. We rest on the right side because the heart is on the left, and it gives the heart a chance to relax without the weight of the body. And then when you're ready, using the strength of your hands rather than your back, press yourself up to sitting, coming back into a comfortable cross-legged position. Chest is lifted, spine is open, palms are open in your lap, eyes are closed. Feel a sense of calm, quiet energy within, and set an intention to maintain this sense of calm throughout the rest of your day. Breathing in and out, being aware of every moment, staying centered in your health and in your well-being. We end our yoga practice the way we began, to echo the cycles of life, the flowing into and out of all things. The traditional ending for a yoga practice is the Sanskrit word namaste. The literal definition of namaste is that the good in me recognizes the good in you. It's a sign of our connection to each other, to all things, and to the universe. A sign that ultimately we all come from and return to the same source, and that at our core, we are all one.
A moment of gratitude to my amazing team. Thank you for being part of the Kimberlee Bethany Bonura LLC production crew. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Kimberlee Bethany Bonura. You can find me on the web at www.drkimberleebonura.com. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Dr. Kimberlee Bonura. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe.